5. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They're going to ride this running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On the move, it's Lacey. Finds room at the 10. He's loose. The 50. The 40. Inside the 30. Past the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Coming out with it, it's Parker. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Pulls it in, it's Andrews. He goes out of bounds, they'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
To the air, it's Dampier. Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pressure coming, and down
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, the big fella's gathering steam. Touchdown, Rebels. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Finds his man, it's Parker. Oh, what a cut! Gets away from one, he's got space. Makes the grab in their space. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop.
Well, it's a really nice job by the quarterback that time, working through his progressions, because the running back was not the primary target on that play. You find the check down, though, and when you get it to that guy, if he's even got a little bit of room, he's got the wiggle and the speed, and he's going to make something really positive happen. He did right there.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Zings it complete to the right. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
To throw, it's Dampier. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utah! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame. Ready to try the point after.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Pulled and fired complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the ground, it's Lacey. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats-on-hats in the run game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So, by this defense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Headed to the edge, it's Lacey. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads it downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense.
Yeah.
It brings up a 4th down.
Nope, he hasn't even been out of
This is a point
bed.
where you just got to be able to focus. And the
He's
critical
lazy like you.
distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Alexander. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Brings it in down the left side. Off and running. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper was a bolt of lightning, a touchdown pass from 84 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Bray. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. This is a really important drive for this offense. They're sitting here down 2 touchdowns and needing to put something productive together now. With the catch, it's Andrews. Snags it, and there's running room. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's got more. Oh, he's getting ahead, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
And how about the big tight end doing the work for the quarterback, man? Nice, short, safe throw, and how about the speed, the athletic ability? You've seen the evolution of the tight end in the history of football, and this is exactly why. They went from being a big target to now a guy that can make plays after the catch and make big home run plays like he did right there.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Rebels offense is back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning nothing here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, they'll send the back in motion. Back to the ground with the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Under fire. He's knocked down short game. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Finds his man open. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Utes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Takes the handoff. It's Bray. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
It's a bang-bang play. You're running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the easy completion. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
The Utes will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggled to try to find a play to get someone open.
And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. Pocket breaking down. Finds a man on the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the grab. It's Lacey. Made a defender miss. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
On the run, it's Lacey. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on to David. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. They'll go right back to the run. And the defense snows him under after a very short 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The snap sets up to throw. A little screen to the running back. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Bray. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Working well behind the sticks.
On 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Trying to set the tone with the run. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
They'll ride the hot hand.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Dropping back, it's Dampier looking to the big tight end. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Simmons. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Utes with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3.
And that's a sneaky big 2-point conversion right there by this offense. Like, cutting the lead now. They're only down by 3. I think this is big because you put some game pressure now on the other side of the football. This offense now knows they have to come out here, score some points, or this could get interesting.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexander. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They give it to him again. Powers through the defender. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. 4th down. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. He'll field the punt. Gives him the big stiff arm. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to... Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Looking for room. It's Lacey. Breaks into the open. Into the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Throws for the tight end. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Utes will have it 1st and 10.
Bingo, Ruben, bingo, Ruben.
Wants to throw it again. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
And the Utes have this offense rolling. Looking for space, it's Spring. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Dampier. He's got his man. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The Utes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
For a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they force that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. As we head for the final period, let's check out how these two quarterbacks are doing. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Frazier again. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Here's a give to Frazier. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Quarterback making checks. Using his legs, it's Frazier. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Gonna take a shot. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
His defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, he's got some space. Good gain on the return. Defense has set them up with a big play. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They'll run play action. He wants it all. Touchdown, Rebels. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Bray. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Pulls it in. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Handoff for Frazier. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best runner runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the option, and not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
He'll keep it again on the option. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage? Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Looking for a gap. It's Bray. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. And the Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Dampier. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this offense just can't get out of their own way. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers. Jesse, you have to take better care of the football. They're turning this thing over like they're a nonprofit.
Yeah, this thing goes back to football 101 now. 5 points of pressure. Everybody who touches the football. Forget about X's and O's in schemes and personnel groupings. You just have to do the fundamental things correctly, and it is killing them in this game.
The lone back's got it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll try it again. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
The Utes send out the punt unit. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Third down, they need 12. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.